Hi guys, welcome to our ValZenDen. My name is Valerie. Thank you so much for watching. I went for a very monochromatic look today with my eyes and lippy. I almost never do that, but I wanted to do that because today I'm going to be talking about the new Lacquer Sugar Shop collection. This is their winter collection. Technically, this has been out for a while now, but if you guys have seen my previous videos, I've talked about how I've been super busy with life and I wasn't able to review this as soon as it came out, so that's why it's going up a little bit late, but hopefully you guys are still interested in the swatches and everything. If you guys haven't seen these type of videos, I do nail swatches of every color in the collection. I also do comparisons to other Lacquer colors, and at the very end I do rank all the colors from my least to my most favorite just for fun. Before I begin this video, I am going to be doing a huge giveaway once I hit 1,000 subscribers, so please consider subscribing and giving this a like, and don't forget to hit the notification bell because once I hit 1K I will let you guys know exactly what the rules are, and that way you guys won't miss out on the giveaway. Okay, so let's get started. So obviously the packaging was my main inspiration for my eyeshadow look. It's a very pinky red and then some greens, so that's kind of what I went for. I know that doesn't matter because we're not talking about my eyeshadow look, but just letting you know. So once you open it up, it just says the Sugar Shop, and then these are the actual colors. I absolutely love this collection. It's so freaking pretty. And then you guys saw here, this came in, I think this is a cinnamon bun or something, I have no idea, but it's super cute. In the back it just says this if you guys want to pause and read it, and also it has a little coupon code right there, so if you guys want to use it, definitely use that code. Okay, so the first color from the collection is called Candy Girl, and it's this beautiful light baby pink shade. And the website describes this color as an icy bubblegum pink, which is literally the perfect description. So for this color, I did use 4 coats just because I typically do this with any light color. It doesn't matter what type of color it is. It's not a jelly consistency at all. It's very creme, but I like these light colors to be very pigmented and a solid color on my nails. I always have trouble comparing these colors because I always feel like there's others that other people want me to compare more than the ones that I choose. So the first color that I compared Candy Girl to was actually the Nourishing Elixir, which I know it's not technically a color, but when I swatched it, I feel like it looked so similar to Candy Girl, except the Nourishing Elixir is obviously more transparent. But if you look at the picture, it's very similar. Candy Girl is more like a creme finish, so that's kind of the only difference. The next one that I compared it to was Adeline, and Adeline is a very light transparent color also, but I felt like it belonged in this comparison swatch. The next one that I did after that was Candy Clouds, which I honestly was surprised that I didn't put this one right next to it because it is the lightest pink that we have in Lacquer, and I honestly thought that the other two were more similar than Candy Clouds, so that's why I put it at the very last, because it's not similar at all. It's way darker than Candy Girl, and Candy Girl is more of a cool tone pink, and Candy Clouds is warmer than Candy Girl. Okay, so the next color in the collection is called Toot Sweets. Okay, so Toot Sweets is described as a bright tart red. Oh my god, I think out of the whole collection, this one was the most difficult to compare because there is literally nothing like this color in the collection. If you see it against the other colors in the collection, you think it's just a true red, but then when you compare it to the other reds in her collection, it kind of looks like a hot pink. So for this one, like I said, it was kind of tricky to compare because there's nothing like it. I compared it first to Cherry Jelly because I feel like Cherry Jelly is the core red color that we have in Lacquer, and I know that a lot of people would want me to compare it to Cherry Jelly, so that's why I did Cherry Jelly first. But you can tell how pink it looks compared to Cherry Jelly. It's a lot more corally pink than Cherry Jelly, that's for sure. So after that, I did He's Her Lobster, even though He's Her Lobster is a very orange kind of red, so it doesn't really look like it. And then lastly, I did Lucy because Lucy, it's also a very true red, even though Lucy is more cool tone than Toot Sweets. Okay, so the next color is called Peppermint Patty, and it's this beautiful icy color. So Peppermint Patty is described as a light mint blue. Oh my god, I am obsessed with this color. Every time I see turquoise minty colors on other people's nails, I love it, and it makes me want to do it on my nails. Immediately after I got this color, I put it on my nails and it looks so pretty. For this one, I did 4 coats again just because it's a light color just like Candy Girl, so I like it to be very opaque and true to color on my nails. So for this one, the first one that I automatically thought about was Misfit Toys, even though Misfit Toys is a lot more blue. I thought it was like a really good color to compare it to, because also I felt like people would be interested in seeing that comparison just because it's like a very light bluey color. But obviously you can see how much more blue Misfit Toys is compared to Peppermint Patty. So after that one, I compared it to Secret Garden. Secret Garden could literally be like a couple shades lighter than Peppermint Patty, but I thought it was like a perfect comparison because it does have like a similar undertone, I think. And then after Secret Garden, I compared it to Cold Turkey. I am obsessed with Cold Turkey. That's one of the best colors that they have. So I thought it was a perfect comparison because it does have like that bluey, greeny undertone to it. Honestly, I feel like Peppermint Patty, Secret Garden, and Cold Turkey would look so pretty as like a 3-colored mani. Oh my gosh, so cute. Okay, so the next color that we have here, it's called Gingerbread. So gingerbread is described as a warm gingerbread with jelly finish. I was completely shocked when I swatched this on my nails and it was so thin and jelly-like. If you see it on the swatches here, I actually did 5 coats because like I said before, I like my colors to be very opaque, but obviously this color is meant to be more of a jelly consistency even if you do add a couple of layers. So the first one I compared gingerbread to was Unagi because I felt like Unagi was like the perfect warm orangey undertone, because I honestly thought about putting it next to the Butler, but the Butler is more browny compared to gingerbread, so I felt like Unagi fit perfectly with it. So after Unagi, I put the Butler afterwards just because it's like a true brown shade in Lights Lacquer, but you can tell how so different it is compared to gingerbread. And then after it, I put Mr. Brightside, and I feel like that makes no sense, but it does because gingerbread is a very like warm, even orangey kind of tone, and I feel like that's a good comparison because honestly I couldn't find like another color that looked similar to gingerbread, so I felt like Mr. Brightside would give you more perspective on it, so hopefully that helps. Okay, so the next color is, this one is called Everlasting Gobstopper. So Everlasting Gobstopper is described as a deep candy apple green, and it truly is like a deep apple green. So for this one I did do 3 coats because it's a very creme finish and it's a very like opaque color, so I feel like even with 2 coats you should be fine. So for this one, the first one I compared it to was Now and Later, just because I feel like Now and Later is the most apple greeny color in Lights Lacquer, but you can tell how much more neon Now and Later actually is. Gobstopper is so much deeper, and obviously it's like a creme finish because Now and Later is more of a jelly consistency. So after I did Now and Later, I compared it to Fiona. Fiona is like a swampy kind of green. I feel like it was a good comparison because I mean Everlasting Gobstopper does have like a slight like yellowy color to there, so I felt like Fiona was like a good comparison. And then after that I did Frog Prince. I love this shade so freaking much. Like I said, it's very different because I feel like Fiona and Frog Prince are very olive toned colors, but Everlasting Gobstopper is not a true rich deep forest green, so I feel like comparing it to those 2 colors are very appropriate just because they do fall in the same kind of category. Okay, last but not least, the last shade in the collection is called Clara. Okay, so Clara is described as a sugared opalescent with blue shift. I typically do not go for very light shades, but I was completely blown away with this color. It is the most beautiful, magical white blue shifty with like little sparkles. This color is magical, like that's the only way I can describe it. I do remember in her released video, she says that this was named after Princess of the Barbie and the Nutcracker, and this is why I love Kathleen. I feel like we would be best friends in real life because that movie was my childhood. I would watch it all the time, and even recently I found it and I just completely watched the whole movie. I feel like this is what snow looks like. I've never seen snow ever. I'm a Miami girl, but I've seen like videos of the snow and how it shimmers, and I feel like this is kind of a good way to describe it. It's so beautiful. Let me just show you guys up real close. It has like a blue shift to it, but it also has larger glitter particles. Is that the way to say it? So for this color, it was a little tricky again to compare it because there's literally nothing like it. But the first one that I compared it to was Fuzzy Socks because I feel like Fuzzy Socks has a similar look to it because it like shifts in like a blue kind of way. Hopefully the comparisons can do it some justice. justice, but it's the most similar, I guess, that I could see. But it's still so different because Fuzzy Socks is obviously a super glittery nail polish, but it does have like that bluey kind of shift a little bit like Clara's. And then after that, I compared it to one of your French girls, which is a nude kind of color with like a blue shift to it. The blue shift is so little, but I felt like it was similar enough to compare it to Clara. And then after that one, I did Misfit Toys again because it does have like that very light blue undertone. If Clara was more creme, I feel like it would look very much like Misfit Toys. Alright, so before we finish this video, I'm gonna do my ranking. I think I'm gonna start from my least to my most favorite. I kind of knew that this color was gonna be my least favorite, and I'm talking about Gingerbread. And I just kind of knew that I wouldn't really use this color a ton compared to the other colors. I mean, I'm gonna use it, it's just not compared to the other ones, but yeah, this is my last place. Okay, so this is kind of a shocker to me because I really do like this color, but I'm gonna have to put Candy Girl as my number 5. And the only reason why I put this color as my number 5 is because I don't usually wear too many pinks, but I am in love with this color and it's such a pretty bubblegum pink. So if you're into that type of color, this is gonna be your favorite for sure. Okay, so my number 4 is gonna have to be, and I feel like a lot of people love this color, so don't come for me, but it's gonna have to be Toot Sweets. And like the pink color, I feel like reds are not really something I automatically pick to do my nails with. But this one is cool because it's like a pinky red color. So I feel like even for the summer, this color would be super good to wear. Okay, so my number 3 is gonna have to be Everlasting Gobstopper. To no surprise, green is my favorite color. Usually my greens are always in the top half at least of my rankings, but I just love this shade of green. I feel like we were missing this color and I just love green. I can't help it. I love all types of greens, all shades. So yeah, this one's my number 3. Okay, so my number 2, if my number 1 didn't exist, number 2 would definitely be my number 1 because this color is literally so beautiful. And I'm talking about Clara. I'm so happy this color exists. It's literally the most beautiful magical white color I've ever seen. Like I said before, I have a strong connection to the Barbie Nutcracker movie, so I feel like that also helps be my number 2. She better not get rid of this color. I feel like this one is a very hot seller from the whole collection. Definitely get this color, it's amazing. Alright, so if you guys haven't guessed by now, my number 1 is gonna have to be Peppermint Patty, and I am such a sucker for these types of colors, and I feel like I've been thinking about a mint green kind of color like this, and I'm so happy she came out with it because we were missing this color so bad. You guys have to get this color. It's so beautiful. I feel like you could wear this all year round and it doesn't matter. It's perfect for Christmas, but then I can see myself wearing this in spring, but then I can see myself wearing this in the summer. It's just like a very multi-purpose seasonal wise color, and it's so beautiful. I love this shade so much. Alright guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the swatches and the comparisons. I hope they helped you guys out in some way. Let me know what your ranking is. I always like to hear what you guys have to say about the rankings. I'm just curious to see if your rankings are different from mine and why you like certain colors more than me. I love hearing you guys talk about that. Like I said before, I will be doing a huge giveaway at 1,000 subscribers, so don't forget to subscribe and give this a like and hit the notification bell. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.